Hello, we are from SMA Negeri 7 Denpasar. We will present our product, PICI, the utilization of sunflower seed shell and paper waste as an alternative of wood in paper production.
Paper is one of the crucial items in people's life. It's predicted that the world's paper demand will reach 394 million tons with a growth of 2.1% per year. Its existence is very important, causing many industries to produce paper. In fact, in Indonesia, there are 84 paper companies that have brought Indonesia into the top 10 world pulp and paper exporter. The large amount of paper production encourages the producer to cut down forests for more land. In 2014, it was suspected that 30% of domestic paper products use alluvial woods. In that year, the paper demand is calculated to reach 80 billion cubic meters, while the availability of wood that is regulated by regulation only reached 60 million cubic meters. This indicates a lack of supervision, so producers can carry out illegal logging for more profit. Apart from illegal logging, burning forest is also decreased a huge amount of wood and tree. Based on this problem, we need alternatives for the use of wood as a raw material for paper. One of the alternatives instead using wood in paper making is using sunflower seed shell waste.
Why we use sunflower seed shell? Because sunflower seed shell usually consumed as snack. It also used as a material skincare product in form of oil. However, the waste in the form of shell are used only as fertilizer and most of it is still thrown away. From the graphic, we know that sunflower seed shell contain 20% of cellulose that can use as a raw material for paper. Why we use paper? To get physical properties similar to conventional paper, some fabric is added with pulp from used paper. The addition of the composition of used paper is also a recycling step to reduce the amount of used paper, which reaches 11,000 tons in a day. Of course, this large amount cannot only rely on the degradation process but also requires reducing and recycling activities. The purpose of this research is first, to propose that sunflower seed shell and paper waste can use as a paper. Second, to analyze the physical characteristic of sunflower seed shell and paper waste in its treatment. And also to analyze the effectiveness of sunflower seed shell and paper waste as an alternative material of wood in paper production.
Methods that used in this research are experimental method to make PICI paper and literature method to help us explain data to determine the treatment of this research. We use CRD or completely random design. To make PICI paper, we need some materials such as sunflower seed shells, paper waste, distilled water, and sodium hydroxide. Then tools that we need are stove, container, pot, and blender. PICI paper production usually process first is making pulp from sunflower seed shells that have blended. It obtained from chemical pulping using sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide that heat can dissolve lectin and separate it from fiber. After wash, the pulp obtained. Second is making pulp from paper waste. So for 1 hour, then blend it. And the third process is making paper by mix pulp of each material. The ratio of pulp can you see in the PowerPoint. And the last process is testing the PICI paper of each treatment. The first testing is test of tear strength by using the concept of Hooke's law. And the second testing is water absorption rate by count the velocity of water spread through all over the paper surface.
The purpose of using pulp is to remove as much lignin as possible because lignin causes the texture of hard plant parts so that it is difficult to use as paper. In this study, the lignin content was removed using sodium hydroxide. Sunflower seed shell goes through a delignification process, then the sunflower seed shell pulp is mixed with used paper pulp. After forming and drying, the two materials can become paper. The resulting paper has a different appearance overall from color, texture, and thickness. Based on the graph, treatment 2 is the best treatment compared to the other treatment because it has the lowest lignin content. Lignin causes the resulting paper to have a weak bond between the pulp and the space between the particles is large, so it has little absorption and tear power.
PICI, utilization of sunflower seed shell and paper waste as an alternative of the use of wood in paper making. Sunflower seed shell and paper waste effective use it as an alternative material of wood in paper production. PICI paper has higher residual and durability tests. It's because the lignin content the leftover. It causes PICI paper tougher. PICI paper has faster water absorption velocity because the lignin residues causes bigger space between particles. Besides that, the absence of wax causes water absorb more quickly.
In conclusion, sunflower seed shells and paper waste can be used as paper through the pulping process, and the best physical characteristic is T2. Last but not least, sunflower seed shells are an effective substitute to wood in paper production. And as for our recommendation, we recommend to add an additional material so that it would look more like paper, and for the increase of utilization of our PICI paper. Well, that's all from us, PICI. Bye!